What up, peeps? Turn off my... How y'all doing?
What's up, y'all?
We're back home.
We are back home.
So amazing. So amazing.
Psych. We actually just got a large printout made. It's a screen or a green screen. We're doing one of the two right now. I'm not going to tell you which one. Of our bedroom to make it look like we're in our bedroom.
Hilarious. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Sup?
What's going on, y'all?
How y'all doing?
I cannot get a good crack.
Man.
I have to give y'all the individual joints.
Individual joints.
That one was lackluster.
Lame.
Lame. What's going on, peeps?
Yes.
Welcome back to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter.
That is right.
Yes. And it's a
beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in general, but it's a beautiful day to be back in our bedroom.
House. Yes. Yes.
We are 2 nights. What? Three nights?
3. Wait.
This will be our third night.
It was Tuesday.
Tuesday, so Wednesday night.
Yes, because we are a day late and a dollar short.
So
we are recording this podcast on freaking
I was going to say this is our third night sleeping in our bed. That's what I was talking about.
No, I know. Yes, and that made me think, yes, it has been 3 nights because this is not Tuesday like we normally film. We're here on Friday.
Yeah, we moved stuff back in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
that didn't happen. Wednesday, it's just been a busy week, like just a lot to do. So we're back. Nevertheless, you're getting a podcast.
You're getting a podcast.
We weren't going to leave you hanging. Shout out to everybody who hung out with us on live. We did an Unpack With Me live on my Instagram, Gabe Flowers.
It was really like an unpack for
It really was like a
bit.
Q&A because I only unpacked like 4 boxes.
Yeah.
And I was on there for like 2 hours.
Hilarious.
I feel like it was the longest live ever.
And she dragged me into it.
But it was so much fun. We missed that. We haven't done like a live Q&A in a while because, you know, we've been out of the house. We had the kitchen remodeled. And we never brought back our like breakfast lives that we did. So I did tell the people that maybe they'd get one this month. So don't be acting crazy.
She always telling people. She always writing check. I'm going to use a line from one of my favorite movies. Your mouth writing checks, your body can't cash.
Oh, I can always cash. Okay. Always.
Can you now?
Whatever. Our Ray is in the bed behind us, so you probably hear her.
That's why the bed's not made, because even if we did make it, she would unmake it.
Darker.
But yeah, so
we're here. We're not going to be here for you before you long. Okay? I'm here, but we won't be here before you long. This is going to be a short episode.
It will be. So let's go ahead and get into this intro.
Cue the music. All right. Okay, so what's been happening since we last talked to you a week ago? Obviously, we moved in.
Yeah, moved in.
Obviously, we're happy about that.
Yeah, and so now it is like moving into a new house because we're like everything is packed, so we're just going through trying to get the common areas unpacked first. Kitchen was easy in essence because we had already decluttered it when we packed it up for when they were painting.
Yeah.
So
we literally just did this.
So we decluttered that. So we're really just taking everything out of the box, putting it back up.
Yeah.
The other rooms though,
we plan to, as we're going through the boxes, get rid of what we can. Things. The great thing is that there are a lot of things that were stored, but there were also a lot of things that were restored. So meaning everything that was restored was clean. Yeah. So all the dishes, everything in the kitchen was clean and then boxed up. Yeah. So we don't have to like re-clean the things. All the kids' clothes, everybody's clothes was dry cleaned is hung up.
Pillows,
what they
coats.
have like in the boxes, it's been cleaned, it's folded. All we literally have to do is take it out and put it back in the drawers. So they made it very easy. Like this process has been super seamless. They put together the beds, they put up the TVs, like they made sure everything was where it needed to be. The boxes were in the right rooms. So they made it super easy. They just legally cannot unpack
the stuff,
so,
which is fine because I mean
fine,
it gives us a reason to finally get everything decluttered. I mean that because we,
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. Like,
so and it's not it's a lot of boxes, but but we're in our house, so that's all that matters. Like
all that matters. When I tell you I've had the best sleep these past few days.
Last 3 nights, I've slept like a straight baby.
Man, you just don't realize how much you miss your own bed until like it's been 6 weeks and you ain't slept in it. And it's like, oh man, this is what sleep is supposed to feel like. Yeah,
and it's like, and the kids they sleep all night in their bed. Like even they'll come in at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, but that's normal.
Yeah.
But they sleep throughout the night, so
they were excited to be back.
Yeah, so it's nice to be able just to kind of sleep in the bed without the kids kicking the heck out of you.
Tell me about it.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been a good first few days in here, and
it's been great.
And it's funny because I've gone and I'm about to get a new coffee maker, right? And I'm about to go get a new coffee maker. The Bed Bath & Beyond close to us didn't have it, so I'm gonna have to go to the one that's a little bit farther.
Yeah.
And so I've just been grabbing coffee for the last couple of days. And after I've, what was I saying?
Something about coffee.
Oh yeah, sorry. I've been grabbing coffee for the last couple of days, and as soon as I get back in the car, in my head I'm like, okay, let's go back to the hotel.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, oh wait,
nope. Let him
no
bring
hotel.
your butt back.
We were there for 46 days.
That's been long.
Let's talk about your diamond status.
I know, right? One thing I did get was diamond status on Hilton because we were there for so long.
That's hilarious.
Which is hilarious. I'm like, so what do I do with this diamond status that I have now? I never had any like hotel, perks like that, like because we have
the airline ones, but not
stay in the same places. So
that's funny.
I just happened to open it up because I was like, let me see.
It's pretty funny.
Look at that, right? The one plus out of everything, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was so funny.
So we're coming to a Hilton near you.
Okay. I was like, okay. We only need like 4 more nights to get like 10,000 more points. So I'm like, ooh. Staycation, even though I am in no rush to get in anybody else's
I wonder
hotel.
how many points it takes to get a hotel room.
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. Who knows?
Love to know.
Yeah, of course you'd love to know. You'd think that Babe would be over.
No, I'm just wondering. Right, no, in general, I'm just wondering like how many points.
Oh, that's a good question.
Does it actually take to get a hotel room? Because we know when it comes to like an airline ticket, right?
It takes so many.
How many miles?
To get. Literally the what is it what did you call it? The frequent flyer programs and such like that we fall prey to. Everybody wants to accumulate those miles, but honestly, it's a ripoff. Like literally, the amount that you have to spend to accrue those points.
The only time it's not a ripoff,
it doesn't really make sense.
I agree. The only time that it's not a ripoff is if you like work for a company and they are buying your travel.
Yeah.
So like. All of my so when I was deploying overseas all the time, and when we got married, I flew JD in from Hawaii with my frequent flyer miles, and it costs to go from Hawaii and back to Indy and back. It was like 70,000 miles, and then like $150 cash.
Yeah.
So
he
like,
will still not let JD live that down.
Well, not letting him. That's funny. But I didn't pay for those miles because my company, when I was going overseas, they bought all my travel, but I would just get to reap the benefits of the miles.
Yeah.
So that's the only time it's not a ripoff.
Right, but we talked about this like with our Europe trip, like we used our frequent flyer miles for that, but I mean we spent a lot. When you look at it, we still spent a lot to get those miles. Yeah. So it's kind of like
we could have bought
you
the
never
tickets
know.
anyways,
you know what I'm saying? So but that's how I feel about the airline miles.
No, it's funny because I would say the JD story. So with the miles,
I feel like you've said this, but go ahead.
No, it's just funny because
FYI, if you have no idea who JD is my best friend. We all went to the same high school together, and did y'all go to middle school together?
We went to middle school together,
like 1 year.
I think 1 year, and then but him and I played basketball quite often in high school, and he was one of her best friends, but her and I did not know each other. So it's so JD and I have we have history. We're friends from high school. So
I remember JD was like, "Oh yeah, I remember Chad." I was like, "You a lie."
So it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. So it's a small world. Plus, but him and I had classes together too. Yeah. Where I never had classes with her. So it's just Indy's small though. But yeah, so it's just funny because I never told him how many miles, I took, and I didn't care. I wasn't ever asking for him to repay me.
Yeah.
But then one time out of nowhere, of his own doing, he does he send me like $300?
It was like $300, and he was like, bruh.
He PayPal'd $300 to us. And I was like, "What's that for? What'd you send us $300 for?" He's like, "Oh, that's for that ticket, man. For the wedding, man. To and from Hawaii."
Raise your hand if you know it costs way more than $300 to get from Hawaii to India.
$300. He was like, "What? That wasn't close."
LA.
But he was like, "What? That wasn't close?"
No,
bro, that wouldn't even bought snacks on the flight. What you talking about?
It's the funniest thing because it was so random.
So then,
because
I never asked him and never. I don't need. It's not like I ever. But it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing ever.
Like, oh, that wasn't enough. Bro, you fly back and forth from Hawaii.
So now I never let him live it down. Like it's just
it's just like a running joke.
It's a running joke for fun.
Yeah. But that's how awesome you are. I appreciate you so much because he made sure my best friend was there at our wedding.
Yeah.
He was in it and he made sure he was there. Like, yeah. We did a whole lot for that wedding. It was a lot.
No, it was a lot. Yeah, but
and it was beautiful. But I don't ever want to have another wedding ever again.
No.
Like literally, even like renewing our vows, it's gonna be so simple. Okay.
She has to go potty.
Apparently, Reagan has to go potty, so we'll take a pause for the calls.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
We are back, y'all.
Potty was a success.
Potty, yeah, she did well. She's fully potty trained. We're getting rid of her little. We're getting rid of her little potty seats, the ones that like sit on the ground.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get rid of those completely.
Probably need to get a couple more of the ones that go.
Yeah, we'll make sure that every bathroom has one of the little seats to go on top of the big potty because she's a big girl. She's a big girl.
Now it's time to start tackling night potty though.
Yeah, because here's the thing: most of the time she wakes up dry anyways. Mm-hmm. We're just nervous. But at the same time, we just need to understand that there's gonna be some nights where she's gonna have some wet sheets and
be magically trained
but she'll get used to holding it or waking up and going. So because she can get up there on the potty herself. Mm-hmm. Like she doesn't need us to help.
Yeah, for the most part.
She did.
Sometimes it slides a little, but
yeah,
she can do it. I think we got to get like more step stools too.
Yeah,
to make it a little easier for her in case she does have to go at night. Like she knows what the restroom is.
True.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's an air raid going on outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that horn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Apparently we're being attacked.
We're not being attacked. You know what's attacking me right now? My allergies.
We're heading to the bunker, y'all.
I ain't been back in the house 3 days, and the allergies is acting a plum fool. We've had Oscar for 2 days, and my allergies decided to show up and show out. I have to take me something today.
Something.
Oh well.
Anyways, real quick before we get to our question.
Yeah.
And continue continue our chat. Okay, questions. You crack me up.
I crack myself up.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so told you about them last week. Tell you about them again. Magic Spoon, cereal. Cereal is the thing. I would, like cereal's just is the thing. It
comes through in the clutch.
It does. Literally, cereal is something you can eat morning, noon, and night, or midnight, whatever. And I think that because cereal, traditional cereals have so much carbs and sugar, and sometimes they have unhealthy ingredients that if you're trying to cut some of those things or trying to live a little bit better eating life or eating better, then cereals can not be detrimental to that. So that's where Magic Spoon comes in. So a little bit about them: they have 0 sugars, 11 grams of protein, 3 net grams of carbs in each serving. They have 4 flavors: cocoa, fruity, frosted, and blueberry. On 3, what is your favorite? 1, 2, 3.
You just say on 3.
Let's try that again. On 3, which is your favorite? 1, 2. On 3. 1, 2. On 3. Okay, after 3.
What?
Okay. 1, 2. I said on 3. That means when the third's supposed to come, you're supposed to say it.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay. All right. It's a sports thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here we go. After 3. Okay. Favorite flavor out of the 4. 1, 2, 3.
fruity. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So they taste amazing. Honestly, too good to be true. They're keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, and GMO free. You can go to magicspoon.com/LMO to grab a variety pack and try it today. Be sure to use our promo code LMO at checkout to get free shipping. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So that's pretty awesome. So again, that's magicspoon.com/LMO. Use the code LMO for free shipping. So thanks to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you. And tell us what y'all think once y'all get yours.
Yes, absolutely.
So, all right. Time for them questions. Asking all them questions. What is that? Is that like a meme or is it like a song?
It's a song,
It's a song.
It's a song.
Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions.
I don't know.
I don't remember the rest of it after that.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Tell me page. What page?
Excuse me. I can't get my temperature gauge right.
This is normal.
Let's go with page 52.
52.
52.
Boom.
Right.
Who is the most serious person in your family?
In this family, me.
True.
If you would think of the four of us, that would be me.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we include mom and nana and mama, I think it's the most serious. What you think?
Yeah. Probably Gracie. Gracie. Gracie is stone faced. Like she'd be like, Gracie, you having good? You doing good?
She does.
Gracie, you sad?
She's so funny. She's hilarious.
She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
Like she is just an emotional roller coaster. We just love her, man. She's so funny. Like,
who's the most serious in your family?
The most serious in my family?
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, my bad. I was playing with something. Most serious in my family, probably. I would say probably Mark.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's who I would say.
That's because he be trying to act hard. And like, I be calling him out. I'm like, dudes, would you stop?
Chad will forever call everybody out because he's all like, enjoy life, laugh, blah, blah, blah. Like, you got your serious moments, obviously, but you are the jokester.
Yeah.
Typically in the house.
So when everybody's trying to be serious, I'm
can lighten up the mood.
I'm trying to be unserious.
Yeah, always.
Unseriously serious.
Ask
me a question.
Give me a number, fool.
Oh, that one. Boom.
This one?
Yeah. Stop.
Should victims have more rights and criminals less?
Should victims have more rights and criminals less?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Do you not want this question?
I mean, I definitely want a different one, but I think that it depends on what happened. Should victims have more rights and criminals less? I mean, are we saying they're convicted? And
yeah, I think probably should criminals have the same rights as everybody else? I guess I'm guessing that's what what I'm saying. Like,
if someone does something and then they are charged, then. And they go through a just process, mm-hmm. an actual unbiased just process, and they are found guilty, then yes, then they should, whatever the law, whatever the penalty is, serve that. And a victim, the victim of that crime should, obviously you can't take away what happened. Yeah. So they should have the,
Well, as a victim, their rights shouldn't be affected.
Their rights, yeah, exactly. Right. I'm trying to understand that question. Their rights shouldn't be affected at all. Like they should be able to,
to keep on.
Yeah, they keeping on. If they need to speak about, their situation, they just try to help others, whatever. Then but that's a weird question because
it is weird the way that it's worded. Do you want a different question?
Yes.
The same page or a different page?
You can do a different page.
Would you like to do this one?
Stop. Oh, let me answer that one.
Do public officials really care what people think? Stop moving.
My bad, shouty. Get it off the table. Don't put it there. That's meant dirty up the floor.
Get your life.
Do public officials really care what people think? What I'm gonna say is that there are some out there that do. I'm sure that there are some out there that really do care about what their constituents, aka the people of their states or their counties or their cities or whatever they are a city official for. That they really do care what they think, and they're trying to do the best for them. But however, and a big old comma,
comma,
or maybe ...
Yeah, ellipses. ...
That there's a lot of politicians that show their true intention every single day of protecting their job. Or protecting one side of their state.
Yeah.
So, AKA the red side or the blue side. And that, starts from the top down.
Top down. Yeah.
There's, the bipartisanship is a absolute made up thing most of the time. And what I mean by that, most people know what that means, but being bipartisan means that you are okay with working with Republicans, Democrats, Independents. You want to do what's best for the people.
Yeah.
Because that's your job. You're not working for yourself. You're working for the people. You were elected there by the people. But let's face it, at the end of the day, most of these people are trying to protect their job more than they're trying to protect their people. And that's true. And that's the issue with American politics. It's broken. Very broken.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be a two-party system. And now it's a two gang system. I don't think it's these are literally, it's red versus blue.
Yeah.
Like if you're not on my side, then you're the enemy. That's how they treat each other. And, so I think that it's unfortunate I don't think that there's enough politicians that truly care about their people.
Yeah. Great answer.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fly. And Kamala for doing a damn good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we said this on the
the last podcast. I feel
last
like we were
podcast.
Talking about. Yeah, I didn't get hot again.
No, it wasn't the podcast. It was like Instagram or something. I don't know what it was.
But was it the Instagram live?
Kamala.
Yesterday?
Here's the order of people who did well of the vice presidential debate. So Kamala, the Fly, the moderator, Pence. I might even say the audience before Pence, because the audience, they didn't clap when they weren't supposed to, so they followed directions.
Oh, my goodness.
And then Pence after, because, bro, you never answered the questions.
I literally just want, and I saw this on Twitter, somebody was like, can we get a moderator that is
she was really bad, too.
So you don't want to answer the question. Can the moderator say what we're all thinking?
So you're not going to answer the question?
You're not going to answer the question?
She had no control of that. It was worse than the
presidential.
It was worse than the presidential debate because they weren't arguing. It just was. But she had no control, and Pence knew that he didn't have to stop talking.
Yeah,
Kamala kept. She would talk a little bit further, but most of the time she would stop and follow. Follow what they agreed upon. See, that's the thing. Yeah. They agree upon these things.
So did I don't know. I was reading something, but did he test positive, Pence? No, I don't know. Maybe that's fake news.
I don't know.
I saw that.
I don't know if he tested. I don't even know if he tested. This man is the head of the coronavirus task force and doesn't wear a mask half the time. I mean,
I'm telling you,
these
is ridiculous.
But that's a question he also dodged.
Yep.
And then the biggest question he dodged was about the Rose Garden ceremony of all these Republicans. Let's face it, sitting there next to each other. So, but all he said about it was, we were outside. You're still not 6 feet apart from people, bro.
It's crazy.
Social distancing, and so whatever. So anyway. It's your own guidelines. You are the head of this task force.
Right? How do you not follow your own guidelines?
But then, a dozen people or more have tested positive from this event. Yeah. Therefore, you have an event that you were at.
Yep.
where people tested positive, multiple people tested positive because you weren't following CDC guidelines that you're ahead of. Like, I'm confused. But you didn't answer the question. He dodges the questions the same way that his boss does. And the thing is, for me, it's like, I can't take you seriously if you've openly disagreed with your boss. Pence has openly disagreed with Trump before. But as soon as he realizes he could, lose his job or lose some clout or Trump will slap him down, he quickly changes his tune. And all he did was talk about how wonderful Trump has done for America during this debate. And in his head, he has to be like, wow, I'm a lying.
We all know the truth.
I'm a lying. I'm gonna stop.
Right.
But it's just unbelievable, man.
It is crazy. Anyway, we're not turning this into a political conversation again. But
it's
it's just so crucial that you get out and vote, and you can actually vote now. There's early voting that has started.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, you coming to join?
You were talking about voting. You heard us talking about voting.
You gonna get out and vote?
You gonna get out and vote, sweetie? Are you gonna vote?
Say go vote.
Say go vote.
She's too busy looking at herself over here on the iPad.
Yeah.
She's not worried about it.
Can you say go vote? No.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll probably vote early.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We can. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go vote early. But yeah, so just absolutely imperative. Go vote. And we just pray that we have a new president. Yes. And for us, that's what we're doing. We're praying that we have a new president, and that maybe some unity and division, or and unity and inclusion, and just people coming together. People coming together, whether from all sides, and working together for the betterment of the country. Yeah, because that's what we need.
Do that, baby. Okay, you want some more questions? We can either do more questions or we can do an Ask Gabe event.
Let's do a few more questions.
Okay.
Like I said, we're not trying to make this one long because we got stuff to do.
Here. Hey.
Paige.
If you're going to sit here, you have to be quiet. Paige.
Be careful.
What is happening here?
You going back up?
See ya.
I'm going to build a snowman.
Okay, we'll go build it.
Go build it.
It's not... I cannot spend it.
Okay, so we found some more rapid fire style.
That's
it's
right.
like the box of the would you rather, but
yeah, she went hot and heavy here. Y'all ready for this?
I figured we'd spice it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have a topic, so
that's right.
Let's talk about sex.
Here we go. Hey. Right. Here we go.
Okay.
Would you try an online dating service?
No, I have no need to. But I guess if I had to, sure, I'd try it. Would you try it?
Yeah, if
technically we met online. It wasn't a dating service, but
participate in a mate swapping party.
Absolutely not. We're not swapping nothing.
No swapping. Participate in an orgy.
No.
No, because that's still like mate swapping.
I was just about to say it's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of close to mate
we're
swapping.
We're just all doing it together.
Yeah.
No.
S&M. What is S&M?
It's, the whips and chains and, what's the movie?
Oh, 50 Shades.
50 Shades type of stuff. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It just depends on what it is. I think it goes...
I'm going straight to Ace Hardware after this,
not
girl.
Ace Hardware.
Build a little thing or something.
I don't know. Sure, why not?
Have some fun.
Yeah. Switch it up. Would you? We're supposed to be answering both.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. If you want to, we'll do it. I don't know.
You have to have your own opinion. So if I said yes to the orgy, you're going to be like, okay, whatever you want, let's do it.
Well, no, I'd be like, no. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care what you want to do. We ain't doing that. Okay, I put my foot down. Okay. Let me see. Have sex in the elevator.
That is literally
that's something
a fantasy of mine, is to have sex in an elevator.
I know, but it's
but at this point, it's really hard to find an elevator that you can stop on your own.
Yes.
And there are you run the risk of them being cameras in there.
Yeah, so you don't know if
somebody could be watching.
You don't know if there's a camera.
You see all of these videos leaked of, I mean, look, the elevator gate with, B and Solange, and you just don't know where the footage could end up. So yeah, I think it's a fantasy that probably will never happen because
we're gonna build
unless it's our own personal elevator.
We're gonna create a box and make it look like an elevator. And
I just don't trust it. Have any of y'all ever had sex in an elevator?
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Go ahead and tell us in the comments.
Exactly.
Have you had sex in an elevator?
Yeah.
How did it go?
And
Were you worried about the cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I would love to do that.
Something new if your partner asked.
Yeah, I think something new could be anything. So sure. If
some
you're
new stuff.
asking, then sure. Why not? The bed is undefiled.
Yeah,
okay?
we be trying new things all the time.
Yeah. You got to keep it fresh.
Don't make me start thinking about the new things.
Okay, back.
All right.
Maybe this wasn't the best topic.
Sex in an airplane.
I would love to try that too.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not a part of the
I feel like that's more possible than an elevator. As far as being able to.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, obviously there are no cameras in there. So
especially if it's an international flight.
Yeah.
You could saying because
yeah. I mean, I'm sure that you can make it happen. People make it happen all the time.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had sex in an elevator? I mean, in an airplane?
What about an airplane elevator?
Shut up. Who's in the Mile High Club?
Right?
Let me know, okay? And how did you swindle that?
Exactly.
Unless you're on people really do this in commercial flights. I just would be so paranoid that people would be watching. Literally nobody pays attention to who's going to the bathroom unless they're right there in those seats leading up to the bathroom. And unless they're watching, you don't know if you went on one side or the other side. So I mean, it's totally possible.
It's so possible.
Make sure the flight attendant ain't back there.
It's so possible.
Now I'm thinking of all the possibilities.
We gotta look. Next flight. Let
me get on a flight in 2020.
Let me be on a flight.
We gonna join the Mile High Club.
We are.
Okay.
Okay. So donate sperm or eggs to someone you are not in a romantic relationship with.
Ooh, I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah.
Mm-mm. I actually know someone who did that though. She donated her eggs to her best friend because her best friend couldn't have any kids, and she donated her eggs, and they went on to have the baby, and she's the godmother, and I just think that would be really weird for me.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that it's that would be
it's just weird.
It'd be almost
right?
having a baby and then giving them up directly for having a baby to give it up for the adoption.
Yeah, even though and she's talked about it and said she doesn't feel. I mean, obviously she didn't carry the child. She didn't.
So there's not that connection.
That bond is not there. But just to know, that is my whole child right there.
It's gotta be an interesting feeling.
DNA. Yeah,
it's gotta be an interesting feeling.
I couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's. I think it's an amazing thing that people do.
Obviously, people do it all the time to strangers.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be different if you're just donating it to whoever can use it, but to somebody that I actually knew.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I think it's an amazing thing that people do.
That. Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be interesting for sure.
That would be interesting. I think we need another red box.
Okay.
One more red box.
One more red box.
One more.
You trying to keep it spicy?
I don't know about spicy. This is habits. This one's weird. Okay, pick a topic. Let's pick the topic.
Keep it love and sex, honey.
I don't know that there's another box in the love and sex. I was looking for another red box. I mean, this one is. We can try it if you want. They wanted to keep it in the love and sex.
Is it crazy?
What if your significant other passed away? Would you actively seek a partner after an appropriate mourning period?
What?
Exactly. You wanted to talk about
it. Okay, I don't know. I'm not trying to ever think about that.
I don't ever want to think about that either.
Okay, no.
Ever.
See, this ain't love and sex. This is I don't like you anymore.
What?
That was all if your marriage ended, how did that? What?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Exactly. See, that's not positive. We trying to do fun stuff.
I don't want to talk about that. Cross that bridge when you get there. If you ever get there.
We ain't gonna get there. I'll see you when you get there. If you ever get there. See you when you get there.
That wasn't so good. Okay. Do you think honesty is always the best policy?
What are you doing about, guys? Why are you singing?
Because we like singing.
We're singing a
do
song.
you like singing?
Did you say why or what?
Why? Why are you singing? Why you look like that?
Why you look so angry? You got on your shorts. She's just staring at herself. She's so funny.
Yes, I think that honesty is always the, I think it is. Absolutely. It's not always the easiest, but it's definitely it is the best policy for sure. No.
Yeah. I'm like, sure, there are a million things you can think of where you feel like, oh, a little white lie or a small lie ain't gonna hurt nobody. But it's just like, why not tell the truth? Like,
yeah,
you
exactly.
have to gain by telling the lie.
Yeah, especially if it's with the person that you are want to be with for the rest of your life, like in a relationship, like you definitely.
I think when you start lying, you got to keep up the lies. You got to remember the lies. You got to keep up with the lies. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that
just be honest.
It doesn't mean you're always gonna be perfect or always, but being able to have the hard conversations as well as the good ones in a relationship is just as important. In life, period.
In life in general, exactly. And not even like romantic relationships, all of them, friendships, whatever. Do you think it's possible to live with no regrets?
Yes, I do. I think that it takes time to get there, but here's my philosophy. Why regret? You can't change it. You cannot go back and do it differently. But you can't go back and change it. You can't go back and redo it. So why live in regret? I think you can live in and learn from it and grow from it. Like your mistakes, your mistakes don't define you. Your past decisions don't define you. Don't have to define your future decisions. Yeah. So you can learn from those and grow and make sure you never make those same, mistakes or do those same things again. Yeah. But
it's not always mistakes that people regret. Well, it could be like, oh man, what if I would have did that instead of this?
What's the point? But what's the point?
I get it. I know there's no point, but I think it's incredibly difficult to live without regrets. Oh, yeah. Like I for one, I feel like I don't have regrets. But sure, there are things where I may think and be like, oh, what would it have been like if that happened instead of that?
No, absolutely.
I guess that's different than actually like living in the regret of it going the way that it did.
Yeah, exactly. I think that but you looked at it, you learned this. I should have done that, but I didn't. You learn from your mistake. You learn from your situations that you look back on and say, I could have done differently, or maybe I wish I would have done that. But you can change that. You can say, you know what? I'm never going to make that mistake of not going after something I want again. Right? I'm never, so that's learning from it, but it's not saying, every day waking up, man, I wish I would have done that. I should have done that. My life sucks because I didn't do that. Yeah. Because that's unhealthy. What's the point? You can't change it. You can't. So I believe that, yes, you can live a life of no regrets, but it takes work. It takes work. Everyday work.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea to always trust your gut?
I would say your gut is probably right 95% of the time.
Yeah, I would say that.
There's times where, but if for some reason your gut is telling you one thing, then I think that it's okay to try to figure out, do some more research, or maybe do a little bit more, thinking about a situation. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like your gut is definitely something you should trust. Your intuition.
Yeah, I think that the intuition that we have is there for a reason. We need to hone into it. Sometimes we ignore it. But also, I think that this is where your trusting God and your faith comes in also. Yeah. Because, if you're trusting that He's the one that's giving you these things, and it's not just you, because sometimes we can get caught up in our feelings and our emotions, and we feel like, oh my God, it's telling me this, but it's like, no, you probably just wrapped up in your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's one of those things where, yes, I believe there's intuition. Sometimes you just know, but sometimes you just gotta ask for confirmation too, to make sure that you're not, acting wrong.
Perfect.
Okay. Do you think the good things in life are either immoral, illegal, fattening, or unhealthy? No.
No, not at all.
No. There's plenty of good things that don't fit in that category at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Yeah, no. Do you think that one determined person can change the world?
100%. I think that. Yeah, I think so. I think that.
Really?
One determined person that. I mean, here's the thing. Changing the world doesn't mean it changed overnight. Mm-hmm. I think that they can create. Someone can
change.
Like Martin Luther King Jr. I think that he did affect change, whether it changed fully, because we know that it hasn't. He did change the world in some ways. He helped affect change in a positive way.
Well, I think you're adding to the question, though. Can one person change the world? Not can they affect change? Can they make a positive contribution? Like, I don't know. That's how.
Well, yeah, Jesus.
Jesus can change anything.
Jesus can change it.
I guess you're right about that. He's one person.
Yeah, I mean, that question.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I guess.
That's 3 persons in one.
Are you going to go out?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that life is ultimately fair?
Do I think life is fair? No, life is not fair.
Who said it would be?
Life is not fair, and life is not fair because there's people out there that aren't fair, like that govern and create laws and like, so yeah, life is not fair. But it's just what it is. Yeah, life's not fair.
Do you think you look younger than, older than, or exactly your age? I think I look younger than my age.
You look younger.
I don't think that I look as young as I used to, but
I
don't look 38.
I don't know what I look.
I wouldn't look at you and say you look 38.
I would say like 30. I look like 33.
Yeah, I think 33 is a good age. I wouldn't say you look like you was in your 20s.
No. Yeah, I think I'm like 33.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say that I look like I'm in my 20s. It really depends on how I'm wearing my hair.
You look young, Jody.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I've aged a lot. Like, I don't know. I just be feeling like I've aged a lot.
You look beautiful
recently, but
you look beautiful.
Thank you. But I definitely don't think I could get away with looking like a teenager or like 22.
Beatrice Button. Instead of Benjamin Button, Beatrice Button.
Beatrice?
Yeah, Beatrice.
That's the only B name you could come up with? Betty?
Bernadine?
Barbara?
Bernadine?
But why you gotta come up with these old, no offense if these are your names.
I just was saying a name.
Betty? Like...
Betty Button?
Betty Button? Like Betty Boop? Boo boo boo.
Okay. All right. Last question. Will we be attacked by a nuclear missile?
No, I don't think so.
Will there be an attempted nuclear missile fired to the United States of America?
You think so?
In our lifetime, I would not doubt it. Will it be successful and hit the United States of America? I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, there's that.
Well,
yes.
I'm gonna think that.
Yes. And I mean, I pray not.
No.
But
of course not.
There are certain regimes, certain countries that are creating nuclear missiles for the purpose of launching them towards the United States of America. Like, let's be honest. Like,
let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. So basically, I think so.
We hope that you enjoyed.
Yes.
This was our idea of a quick podcast. I don't really know how quick it was.
Probably about 45 minutes.
But, it was lighthearted. I swear we're going to come back with some topics eventually. I feel like we haven't had a good, podcast topic in a long time. So feel free to send your suggestions. What are some things you would like to hear us talk about in upcoming episodes? We do have more Ask Gabe and Babe, so those will be coming soon. You guys are always welcome to keep those coming. If you have a situation, a dilemma, whatever, and you'd like our personal non-professional opinion on, feel free to send it in. Please. You can email us at letsmakeoutpodcast@gmail.com. Put hashtag Ask Gabe and Babe in the subject. You can also tweet us at Let's Make Out Pod. You can hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Let's Make Out Podcast. So we're almost done. Reagan is over it.
She's over it.
Apparently she has to go to the bathroom for the third time.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all.
We love y'all.
Love y'all, and we'll talk to you next time.
Later.
Deuces.
Bye, guys. Okay, let's go.